It's Coburg up late. And I started off, it was like Coburg, 10 in the morning, just chilling, having a bacon and egg roll.
What are we having now? What are we munching now?
Our eyebrows.
It's Coburg up late. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the garage tonight. Melbourne's prodigal son returns from the US, where he's held high-profile residencies at Las Vegas Superclubs Hakkasan and Omnia, as well as Pasha and Ibiza, to name a few. He's mixed iTunes #1 albums for the Ministry of Sound and One Love, as well as taking out #1 on the ARIA Club charts. He's toured the world with his bestie Calvin Harris, and he heads his very own label too. He's anything but generic. He's Generik!
Doof, doof, doof in the air tonight. House music from home never felt so right. Now your neighbors awake in the 3058. It's Coburg up late.
36.2.
Average.
Yeah. Quintessential average bloke, Generik, everybody.
Completely average.
Holding hands, taking LSD, and finding God.
Yeah, well, I look like Jesus, so it makes sense.
Did you design this T-shirt?
I didn't actually. A friend of mine, Seth Troxler, he wasn't fitting in.
7 seconds for a name drop. Very good.
I thought I'd held out quite long enough.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If we've got an hour, we might fit in all 1,000 celebrities that you're friends with, mate.
Yeah, that'd be quite fun. It'd be very boring for everyone else, but my ego would be extremely inflated.
Mate, I'm into it.
No, but he actually gave me this T-shirt, and there was so many people asking about it. I decided why not reprint it and then donate all the profits to the bushfire relief.
Mate,
so so if you want a T-shirt, go get one. They look cool and they help people.
Where can they get one?
Instagram, my Instagram page is click through links, or search Generik awesome dude legend and it'll come up.
In fact, even if you don't search Generik, if you just type awesome dude legend, Tyson actually appears.
Yeah, just my face in a halo of awesomeness.
Speaking of awesome, you've actually come in with something that appears to be awesome. It's glowing as well. What is this?
This is my new project. It's called Pure Bay Hard Seltzer. You're not a DJ unless you've got an alcohol company.
Oh, shit. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
eh?
I know. So that's next. Maybe a water company for you. No, it was a project that came out of isolation, naturally not being able to do any other work, and got approached to be a part of it. And it's been an amazing experience already, a great journey, and it's only just begun, just got launched recently, because we don't know when this is going to air, so I can't say yesterday or tomorrow. But it's launched, and you can go get it around the country at BWS.
It sounds as though you've had then a pretty positive year then.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty grim for a lot of people, and I lost a lot of income and jobs, and sort of a bit of a loss of identity, as probably a lot of people have had.
How did you go with that? That's a serious thing, you know.
Yeah, it's been tricky, man. But I've always kind of had a positive attitude, and
I love that about you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And I've always sort of just dug into the music stuff, and I've made more music this year than I've made ever, and released more songs in a year than I've ever done. I'm for some reason I've been really productive. So in the terms of a crisis. So maybe next year should be another crisis, and I'll put out some good tunes too. Maybe that's what it takes for me to make good music.
Some of the new stuff includes a bit more down-tempo stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's probably I'm getting old. And
33 years young.
Yeah, and moving away from EDM is always a nice thing. So I've always been into house music and making it, and it's just what I'm making at the moment is a bit more stripped back, and it's probably laziness, really, less elements. So, I'm really happy with the way music's coming along. I've got a collaboration with LPGOB in the works, which will be hopefully finished soon if I get off my ass and do that. And, just really happy to be making music and putting out tunes on the label.
And this is your label as well?
Yeah, You Do You Recordings, or Records, or it's just called You Do You. So, it pretty much sums itself up in a record name. It's whatever you do, send it to me, and if I like it, it'll go out.
Awesome. You heard it here first. You do you. Send it to Generik. In the meantime, if I may ask you to do you.
Yeah, sure thing. Well, I'm going to start with a new record, which isn't coming out probably this year, from Exit 99, a couple of blokes from Melbourne.
Nice.
It's called Bombay Bounce, and it's new on the label, so I thought, I'll play it here first for you guys, and we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah.
Just to paraphrase, now I just got to remember how to play music.
Yeah, well, it's been a while between sets. I think the last one was maybe February. So I still remember the green button is play. That's a good start.
And that's all we need to know, right?
Yeah, I think so. Just play and stop.
But you've got your first gig in forever this evening, which could be a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so tonight I'm playing at Electric on Chapel Street with none other than Sean Rolt.
Yes.
So that should be a nice quiet evening, very relaxed.
Sean Rolt from Market Memories, notorious for going to bed early.
Yeah, I spoke to him this morning. I was up bright and early, going on a walk with my girlfriend, and he was going to bed. So tonight's going to be really fun.
It's nice to know that your booking agents are in the right hands, Tyce.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, firstly, the only conversation that we have will be in the microphone, buddy. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Otherwise, it just looks like we're mumbling.
Which is cool, too.
Yeah. No problem.
You're going to play 2 tracks, I'll play 1.
Okay, cool.
And we'll repeat until the end, until that timer gets to 0.
Wonderful.
Oh, here we go.
57 minutes for those playing at home.
Whilst you mix this in, I've noticed that you've come in wearing shorts today.
Yeah, it's definitely a short stay almost. For those playing at home, it's a rainy-ish
And
day.
it's 23
Yeah,
and rainy.
For me, I really struggle with 23. It's a very hard
That's a
number.
borderline shorts day.
Yeah, you're 22 to 24. That's like so borderline,
God
especially
forbid
in
you'd
Melbourne.
ever wear 3/4 pants either.
I was thinking maybe like cut-offs, like zip, like, you just zip them off and away you go. It's like I played golf the other day and I started with pants because it was cold in the morning, developed into a shorts day.
Nice.
It's not a shorts morning, so it's a shorts day.
Now,
so
before I moved into a shorts day, did you have to alert the people of Melbourne that it was in fact a shorts day?
No, I didn't today, so I've let the people down. I was too busy focusing on this beautiful music I was going to provide today.
Tech motherfucking house. Is this your vibe? Is this what you listen to at home? This kind of thing?
I don't really listen to music at home. I listen to like sports radio. Sorry to everyone out there, I've really let down.
Tyson has prepared a catalogue of sports radio soundtracks, just the a cappella.
Yeah, coming up next is Rex Hunt. Yibbida yibbida.
Guys, if you can just commentate the whole thing as if it is some kind of fishing adventure, that'd be great, mate.
It's all on you now. Now, Kel, I'm really interested now that you've got to be the DJ and I get to be the host. And you get to talk when I'm mixing. Now I can talk when you're mixing. Make you lose your concentration.
Fucking do it. Let's see. See if you can make me lose my concentration. You're up.
You're a professional, mate. What music are we going for today? What's your vibe? What are you into at the moment?
Well, Tice, I'm into an array of house music. I do love my, 120 to 130, 4 to the floor. But for you specifically, I've actually prepared you said you were kind of done with EDM. But I'm still not playing EDM.
Fantastic news.
But I've got, look, I'll just play it for you. I'll see what you think. I've got some big builds and big drops is what I was anticipating.
Let's go.
Are you down? I think we might need to call an ambulance. Is this on you, do you?
Unfortunately not. This is a group from the Amsterdam, another ANOTR. And this is this edit they've done. This vocal's so sexy. So yeah, just vibes. Good day, viewers. Just so you know, Kel's on fire. Absolute tune. Junior Jack Thrill Me. Absolute weapon. Classic. Highly underrated. Could have been made yesterday. Sounds so fresh.
Tice, it's almost like you've hosted a television program before.
Funny you mention that. I'm not sure if you're aware, but many moons ago there was a pay TV station called Channel V.
Rest in peace.
I know, for you younger viewers, you won't remember. But did my own show called Messed Up on Friday nights, and got to go back to back with some amazing artists. It was extremely complicated the way we did it.
I ripped you off.
Well, nah, you've done it really well here, because the way we did the show, there was 2 different setups and 2 mixes, 4 CDJs.
Sounds problematic, Tice.
Yeah, well, especially because there was no master volume control, so you literally just had to call out to each other because you weren't wearing microphones in this part and go, oh, hey, I'm playing 125 BPM, and like, hey, I'm mixing in now, bring it down. And the first show I did was with Flostradamus, and I'd known that, luckily I knew the guys, but it was so awkward to try and work out how to do a show for the first time with an international guest.
Yeah.
And they had like time constraints, so...
It's good that you were mates. I'm sure that would have smoothed things over a little bit.
Yeah, and the fact I couldn't say Flostradamus, because it's quite hard on TV. I'm like, it's my first time doing TV, and I'm like, going, oh, shit.
Well, you can tell you've done it a few times now, mate.
Yeah, well, we're all good.
You're pronouncing Flostradamus perfectly.
I know, and we're almost finishing our talk just before the drop.
Nothing worse.
Yeah, sorry, I cooked you there.
Actually, I did challenge you to throw me off, and you've actually somehow done it. Flostradamus, indeed.
got really confused and I thought like, wow, that clap is really loud in your version. And then I realised it was you.
I'm just trying to throw you off, mate.
Oh, it worked perfectly.
During this breakdown, I do want to ask you about the US. You're back now.
Yes.
Now, I was under the impression that you were just back here temporarily and then COVID kept you here. But you actually came back for good.
Yeah, incorrect. Your information's wrong. As I eat the cord. No, I decided last year at the end of November, just before I came back for Festival X, that I was going to return back to Australia and just commute because I was going to be doing less shows in Vegas. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll do 1 week a month in America, spend 3 months in Ibiza, and what an amazing year that was. And then I've done none of that.
Ibiza, Vegas via Coburg.
What a tune.
Expertly handled, Tyson. What have we got? What are we listening to?
This is actually on the record label. This is CURT LOPEZ and VOLEX called Precious.
Excellent.
Came out earlier this year. A couple of guys, or 3 guys from the UK.
Did they hit you up? What was the selection process?
As I think I'm butchering this mix because I'm listening to the conversation. No,
Tyson's pointing out the inherent flaw in this system, which is talk whilst you're supposed to work.
yeah, it doesn't. It works so well.
It's the equivalent of having 2 mixers.
Yeah, it's like having like your best friend talking to you the whole time.
Except your best friend is some shit cunt ginger.
Yeah, well, you're a lot more sober than my best friends, so that's a good start. No, yeah, so the guys, I heard their song on Instagram, and funnily enough, I do a lot of A&R work on Instagram finding records. So yeah, heard this song and I was like, wow, this is fucking amazing. I can swear on this, can't I?
Let's have a moment with it.
Yeah, let's listen.
Oh yeah, you can swear.
Wonderful.
I can't call myself a cunt and then say you can't say fucking amazing. Sorry, Mum. Tyson, it brings me to a day party.
But it's nighttime now. It'd be so much better. Maybe we should do Coburg outside.
Yeah. Sounds woeful. If I'm in Coburg, I want to be protected. Hey, Tyson, you spoke of commuting earlier between Melbourne and LA. What was the commute like for you in living in Los Angeles, but you were gigging every weekend in Vegas?
It was kind of it was really easy because it's like a 40-minute flight and I take the same flight at the same time, eat at the same restaurant, almost play a similar set, and it was just such a routine.
How was the routine? I mean, you said you're moving away from EDM. Is that because you... Did it start to feel like work?
I was just boring. That's all it was. And like, I never had to play EDM, but in Vegas when you're doing solo shows, it's kind of like expected.
That's why they want you, right?
Yeah.
He was on a billboard, by the way.
Yeah, my head was huge. Bigger than it is already.
Than it is now.
Yeah.
It had had at least 100 compliments about celebrities that he knew.
Yeah, so look, it was an amazing experience. Warming up for Calvin Harris was great, and I had artistic license to do whatever I wanted, which was great.
Awesome.
So that was really fun. How good's this? So good.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, then when it came to the solo shows, that was a bit harder because you're really playing for the bosses.
Did you notice a difference between the American audience and an Australian audience?
Yeah, the Americans, especially in Las Vegas, a lot further behind in music.
Yep.
Let me mix this and I'll get right. I'll tell you exactly.
Remember that question?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to throw him off here.
Yeah, back to your question.
Jeez, you are slick, mate.
I gotta be. It was my job. No, it's Las Vegas is an interesting place because every single person from around America goes there to party and to have the best night of their life.
Party in a certain way as well.
And it's not just one age group. It's from 21 to like 60 and everything in between.
Have you got 60-year-olds coming to Hakkasan going, give me something?
Yeah, definitely. Like you see elderly, like older couples there all the time, like celebrating wedding anniversaries and things. And in that aspect, you've got to provide such a wide scope of music for such a wide audience. Yeah. And
what's an example? Can you give me each end of that spectrum musically?
God. Anything from like an R&B throwback, edited in with something current, and you basically got to give them songs that they know. Because there's so many different people there. It's so incredibly true. But that's also the one thing that makes it's so engaging is you got a different crowd every single time.
Yeah, wow.
So everything reacts differently. Like you'll play a song one week and get the best reaction. You're like, oh, keep that in the record box.
Wow.
And then the next week it's like nothing. And you're like, oh, okay. So now you got to really work your ass off.
What did that teach you about DJing? That's fucking confusing.
Yeah, it is. But it's just really reading the room with every single song and really focusing on what you're doing. Which is the complete opposite of what we're doing right now, which is great.
We're just reading these two fellas standing there in the shadows.
Yeah, two very good-looking gentlemen, by the way, and we're all 1.5 metres spaced apart.
That's right. It's just a very wide lens. We're much further away than this.
Yeah, definitely.
You've had the privilege of obviously playing into so many different audiences and so many different age groups as well. Do you think that's affected the way that you play as well?
Yeah, possibly. I think it's just I've always done my thing, and then I think as a DJ you've got to adapt to where you are and who you're in front of. I think it's like ignorant and arrogant of you to just sit there and go, this is me, take it. I'm not at that level where people are coming to see me for my songs. I'm not a Jamie Jones or a Calvin Harris. So for me, I think I've got to give a bit back. I can still educate, but I've still got to please the crowd to a certain extent.
That is beautiful, man. And by the way, I wouldn't be so hard on yourself. You've got some incredible originals as well.
Oh, I know.
You're so charming. You see why everyone wants to be a friend? I just want to be your best friend, Tyson.
That's all right.
Your love, I know it's gonna find me. Your love, I know it's gonna find me. Your love, I know it's
It's that crisp hi-hat for me defines tech house.
Yeah, definitely. And this guy SOSA from the UK, he's absolutely killing it at the moment. He just puts out like a new record every week. He's just churning them out. They're
prolific.
all quality. Yeah, it's so good. Got that UK garage vibe.
Admit it, you can tell us if you know him. Come on, he's your friend, isn't he?
Yeah, he's my mate.
There's a pretty classic photograph of you taking Skrillex to Revolver.
Oh yeah, that was really fun.
I want to know what happened. Did you pick him up from Tullamarine and said, mate, welcome to Melbourne? What happened?
No, I think it was Stereosonic that were out here, and it was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and I'll let you mix one.
It's very considerate of you, mate. You've come a long way in 20 minutes. I've really been looking forward to playing this one.
Now we're talking. This is up late.
I keep wanting to bump it up. I'm like, no, everything is perfectly mixed. Don't touch the master.
You're not headlining till you're redlining. So I'll never be headlining, so I always keep it in the yellow. Play it safe, kids.
A little bit of wonk for you.
This goes in.
Speaking of wonk, I actually saw you support Skrillex at Prince with Patrick, who's holding the camera, about five.
I was going to say, don't say the number.
The thing that you, do you remember the thing that you said into the microphone after Skrillex got off and you got on?
I think I can, but I don't want to say it again.
Okay, that's good. We don't need to say it, but I just wanted to check that you remember.
I definitely remember because I've said it a few times. It's got me into a lot of trouble.
Well, put it this way, I still remember it 5 years later. We don't have to say the thing, but what happened at Sydney Stereosonic?
Well, I said that same line. It's quite a funny line.
It is funny.
But unfortunately, when you work for the festival and all these videos of you saying this funny line go on the line, it kind of could have brought their license into in a bit of trouble. So I had the pleasure of leaving the aquarium, which I was at with a few of the artists, going back to the hotel, going on YouTube, contacting everyone that put up a video and asking them to take it down.
Personally?
And I'll give them the ticket to the Bloody Beetroot sold out show in Sydney. Thankfully, we got it down. Stereosonic survived. So yeah, take your ecstasy pills now.
Which was definitely not the line that he said and encouraged everybody to do at a sold-out Prince Band room. Do you remember that, Pat? He's nodding.
Yeah, Pat's definitely nodding and laughing.
Yeah. The only reason he's kept quiet is because he sent him tickets to the Bloody Beetroots. We need it, but you are an incredibly good DJ, Tyson.
My situation's
You heard it here first.
I know.
Getting a bit deeper, darker?
Yeah, well, you took it there, so I thought, why not? And
This sounds like Dirty Bird almost.
This is the new CAMELPHAT and Green Velvet.
Nice. Oh, wow, what a collaboration.
Coming out on January 8th for those playing at home.
Excellent. I'll make sure your episode airs before that so people can jump on Beatport.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You a big CAMELPHAT fan?
Yeah, absolutely. The guys are legends. They're fucking hilarious dudes. And they make amazing records. The album's sick. The one with the Florence and the Machine wrote is just like, whoa.
Sono was so like responsible for opening up like the mainstream ears to tech house with Cola.
Yeah, definitely. And it was like one of those records which came out of nowhere. It's much like a Yolanda Be Cool, We Speak No Americano. It's just a record you put out and then it hits. It hits right.
Yeah. It's funny, I think of that song, We Don't Speak Americano, and I kind of think of you. I feel like Busy T, Melbourne, circa 9 years ago. You'd have been thrashing that, mate.
I wasn't that old, mate. You got me confused with someone else.
I think it might have been that same Stereosonic where, do you remember we bumped into each other on the dance floor? During Avicii?
Now that is a moment. That is a special moment.
You remember that?
I do indeed.
You probably have different memories to me.
Yeah, definitely a few.
From what I remember, I was like, Avicii. It was like the Avicii heyday.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
It was the Levels year.
Yeah.
And you're like, how you going, man? I'm like, man, I love Avicii. Can't wait for Crookers. And you go, Crookers are on right now, dude. I'm like, what? What? You go, let me take you, mate.
Yeah, you're on the wrong stage. I don't think you're on the right day either.
I'm still waiting for Crookers. Then Tice takes me to the other stage, and I'm like thinking, sick, I get to watch Crookers with Tyson, and he just jumps backstage and starts hanging out with Crookers.
Yeah, sorry, mate. The drinks are free back there.
Take me high.
That kick drum. Getting a bit moodier. He's showcasing his emotional side, guys.
Well, it's Coburg up late. And I think I started off, it was like Coburg, 10 in the morning, just chilling, having a bacon and egg roll.
What are we having now? What are we munching now?
Our eyebrows.
Careful, mate. Soon you'll have to be privately messaging fans of Coburg up late, telling them you'll give them tickets to Bloody Beetroots. Keep their mouths shut. Sexy vocal.
Yeah, this is one of my tunes with FOURCES, it's pronounced.
Hang on, this is new, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my latest release, an isolation collaboration. Plenty of those going on. So, yeah.
Have you been working on that?
Yeah, I actually have. I've had to say it enough. So, yeah, this is the song.
Oh, hands in the air, dancing on the beach.
Yeah, it's a bit of summertime vibes.
Beautiful, mate. Just in time for summer as well.
I know, summer's coming.
Just let it play, shall we?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Tyson has pointed out that I'm going to be so hot by the end of the day, which I think is his very polite way of saying you're sweating like a pig.
No, it's all right, so am I. We're lucky it wasn't yesterday.
33 degrees, which was definitely a...
Short stay.
My man. You've really captured, it seems to be there's quite a polarity in this track between like hands in the air, housey, feel good vibes, but there's also quite a sinister thing going on as well.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know how. If I knew, I'd do it all the time, but
How much of that is intentional, or just when you sit down to produce, do you have a full idea?
zero clue. Like, and that's the perfect time now in the breakdown. I got zero clue. I think like working with other people I really enjoy. I do a lot of collaboration stuff, and I think it's really good to work with someone else to get their ideas and your ideas and everything bouncing together.
Yeah.
And I really like working like that. Because I hate working by myself.
Hard to self-motivate?
Yeah, I just get lost. I just start listening to the same things and doing the same things over and over.
Sure. When you say listening to the same things, do you mean like as like inspiration, or like go over the same?
Like the same 4 bars over and over.
And like it can never be finished, or?
Yeah, or never get anywhere more than 4 bars. It's so... Yeah, I just find working with people such it's inspiring, you know? Really inspiring.
You motivate each other.
Exactly.
Just quietly. That's why I was excited about being in the same room as you, mate.
Oh, I'm motivating right now. And then shit like this comes out, it's awesome. Like, yeah, great.
I need you.
Just pointed out, both of these tracks are in D. This is going to sound sick.
Sean Rolt, if you're watching. Big vibes.
I think he's asleep, mate.
By the way, Sean, I'm not being mean or anything. I'm just telling the truth. You were going to bed very, very early or late this morning.
Although he has demonstrated that he is an arsehole as well. But you do deserve it. And you've also made one of what I think is one of the best songs to come out of Melbourne in years and years. I believe that.
Absolutely.
CAMELPHAT dropped it.
Yeah, at Tomorrowland. Not bad. Not bad at all, Mr. Rolt.
Not bad, Rolt. Hey, can you give an endorsement to Market Memories to come on the show, please?
Hey, Market Memories. This is Tyson Generik. Please come on the show. It's good fun. And Cal plays your songs all the time.
I'll get your temperature now. We're just going to see how much this heats up. 36.1.
Has my temperature dropped?
It's all that pure base seltzer chilling you out, baby.
good. So this next tune, it's by another Melburnian, but no longer lives in Melbourne.
Aha, an expat.
Yeah, DJ SEINFELD, my favourite TV show.
Is he Melburnian?
Yeah.
When was he here?
Oh, decades ago. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
in the
he is.
90s. He lives in New York now.
Berlin, mate, Berlin.
Oh, we're talking about DJ Seinfeld.
Yeah, not Jerry. Although I did feel like Kramer coming through the door. And I did kind of want to do the whole like, whoa.
We can do it again if you want.
Yeah, we'll film that later. But this is a great tune. You put out a great EP at the start of this year, I think it was. I really like it. It's really dreamy.
Oh yeah, beautiful. I think my second one has just kicked in. My second pure bass seltzer.
Proud sponsors of Coburg Up Late.
I've got to listen to some DJ Seinfeld. This is beautiful.
Not just a great TV show.
You could play this in a prog set.
I think like when this, it needs to be dusty.
Yeah. Yep.
It's definitely a doof vibe.
Yep.
I'm not one for doofing too often, but when I do, I like to hear songs like
I
this.
can imagine the meme. It's the same guy, except instead of having the Joss Eckes, he's got pure bass hand salsa.
It's not a bad idea. Look out, Two Tribes, I'm coming.
Tyson on the air uke.
Nah, mate, it's the Air Spanish plastic string guitar.
Plastic string, well said.
I was going to say, considering it's so late at night, you've got so much energy. You
I
do
said,
so well.
The second one's just kicked in,
Yeah.
mate. I'm about ready to go and cuddle.
Actually, a mate of mine came up with a great business idea many moons ago
Uh-oh.
called Call a Cuddle. You know when you wake up the next day and
Isn't
you're
that
like...
just Tinder.com?
Nah, but it's nothing sexual. It's nothing more than a cuddle. It's just like, he just wants a big spoon, or maybe he wants to be the big spoon. So you dial the number, you're like, yep, hey, here's my address. Would just really like someone to just come and give me a cuddle for an hour. Maybe pat my head so I can go to sleep. And that's it.
Hey, we could all use Call a Cuddle.
Business hasn't taken off. I don't know why.
Call a Cuddle really flopped in 2020 for some reason. I don't want to cry.
Maybe your third one's kicked in. So this one, CURT LOPEZ, Going Down. The latest release on You Do You.
Excellent, fantastic.
Some more house music for everyone.
Do you think that the musical output has changed this year because there's been no dance floors to play on?
Yeah, it's a lot harder to sort of read where music's going and what people are enjoying because everyone's at home.
Yeah.
So I guess
Especially when you're listening to professional sporting commentary.
working out why Collingwood's done so badly in trade periods.
Flag pies!
Yeah, not this year. But no, I think what the good thing is that everyone's sort of making music that they want to make, and that's great. And because there's no dance floors, you can't tell if it's shit or not. But it doesn't matter because you're making stuff you want to make, and
I've heard
that's
Satin
good.
Hands. It sounds bloody great, mate.
There you go. Well, you have done your research.
Good enemy, make you fall to your knees. Call a referee, cause it's going down. You're the enemy, make you fall to your knees. Call a referee, cause it's going down.
Why are you asking me for advice? It's your TV show, mate.
It's almost because I know 100% you'll know either both of them or 50% of them, and you'll probably have a story about one of them.
What if I don't know any of them? Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
I think you definitely know the first guy, so I'm going to play that.
Go for it.
One of your Instagram ANR jobs?
Nah, this one, because I'd signed the first record with CURT and VOLEX, CURT sent this to me and I'm like, yeah, definitely.
Do you feel obligated then? We can answer twice and I'll edit the correct one in.
I only feel obligated when it's an awesome song. And I heard it, I'm like, I love this.
Your
It's
ears,
great.
you're obligated to your ears.
Yeah, I'm obligated to do the right thing by the tune. If the tune's shit, I'm not going to put it out. And that's the same with my music. I've got a lot of shit tunes that are sitting on a laptop somewhere in my house, which are never going to see the light of day.
Quantity over quality thing, right? Like you make enough tunes, something's going to happen.
Nah, bullshit. Bullshit. Quality, mate. Quality.
Work. Always go down, always go down.
Sometimes I want to try creative shit, and then I'm like, fuck it.
Always go down, going down, going down, always go down. Work.
Sorry, mate, I ruined that one for you.
All good in the hood. Coburg hood, baby.
I prepared, as I said, big builds and big drops. It feels like you're probably at a bit more advanced territory musically these days. I made an assumption, and I'm sorry I didn't quite hit the mark today.
Cal, you can never do anything wrong in music. It's all fun and games. Especially when you're in your own garage, having fun. It's late at night time.
He's only saying this because he's in my house.
And I don't know how to get out of this dungeon.
We're going to point cameras at you until you die.
Well, shit got dark real quick.
Hold hands, take the LSD and find God. I'm still learning how to back-to-back etiquette. Like, let me just leave an effect on for you. Beautiful backspin there.
The famous Boog's spin back.
Is that a Boog's maneuver?
100%. He caught in the echo spin back. It's got to be a Boog's move.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You know, the day that we first went to shoot the very first season of Coburg Up Late, we went into Bounce Audio in Paran, and there was one other person in the shop when we were picking up all the gear. Boogs. If that's not a blessing.
There you go, the god of Melbourne.
The god of Melbourne, just happened to be right there.
The best DJ ever to grace Melbourne was there with you.
He's right there with me.
The spirit lives within you.
Now, Tice, we've got enough time for, well, you can see right now, you can bang in as many tracks as you want in that time. Factoring in, there's a little bit of an outro too.
All right, so it's 10 minutes. I could just let two play out. Nah, fuck it, let's play a lot of tunes.
That's my boy. You've been watching Tyson O'Brien, aka Generik, absolutely destroy the dance floor. The garage, for that matter. It's been an honour to have you here, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun. And it's good I remember still how to DJ.
If you want to listen to any of the music from today's show, we will have the official Generik Coburg Up Late Spotify playlist available for you. Tice, I'm going to ask you on the spot, and you can't say no because you're being filmed. Can you please contribute 5 tracks to that as well?
I will do 10.
That is my boy, and that is the Generik Force. Nothing generic about you, mate. Much love. I've seen you play this one before, Tice.
Yeah, so embarrassingly so. John Course invited me to come and play his live stream event at the Prince Hotel, early COVID era.
It was great, by the way. Can I say, a fantastic event, Coursey, and also a fantastic set, Tice.
Yeah, you say that, but you weren't really watching properly because I played this Riva Starr edit of Vogue Madonna 3 times in the hour. I may have been a little tipsy.
You mean you had 60 minutes to play as many songs as you could and you chose this one 3 times?
Yeah, well, I do like Madonna, but yeah, it was a bit embarrassing looking back at the footage and seeing my floor. And all the boys at the birthday I was at, they had no idea. They thought I killed it. And then just shows, don't trust your friends.
Don't trust your friends. Well, it's good, you know, I think dance music for me is very disposable. If you listen to it too much, on to the next one. It's great that even after 3 times in one gig, you'll still play it today, mate.
Well, you can't leave a good tune in the bag.
Mate, there's some classics that I believe are exceptions to the rule, you know? the original?
To Meet You from Paris remix.
Hey, this is new, isn't it?
Yeah, I bought the vinyl and ripped it for myself.
That is so 2020.
I know. Yeah, I used the dole money to buy a vinyl, to rip it, to then sell it to people.
Once again, thank you, Daniel Andrews.
I'm lying about that.
I don't believe Dimitri can do any wrong.
No, he can't. Just an amazing producer. Disco, house, funk, everything. It's just his Night at the Playboy Mansion mix that he did maybe in 2006, I think.
Is that on SoundCloud? Can we hear that?
It's on iTunes and probably on Spotify and other internet sources. But it's an incredible mix. It's just great vibes.
I mean, what I love about him is how he retains the integrity of the original so well.
So, oh yeah, absolutely.
She was living. It was clear that she was from another time. Like some baby Barbarella with the stars as her umbrella. She asked me if I'd like to make.
So, Cal, I thought we'd finish on a nice high, some disco, some fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
We started slow, we got deep, we got dark, we got emotional.
We didn't even start slow. We started like daytime, remember?
Yeah, it was daytime
Bacon and egg sanger.
with a glass of champagne.
Oh, is that what are we drinking now? Or eating?
Only Pure Bay. No, but yeah, we're right now. We're about to turn the sound system off, kick everyone out of the house,
And dial a cuddle.
yeah, call a cuddle, and then you're gonna clean up the glasses left over, so you don't have to do too much work, and you're gonna go to bed.
Brilliant. I look forward to it. Thanks again, Tice.
Also, for all those internet trolls out there, I know that wasn't in key and poorly done, but I wanted to play this song because it's fun. So fuck ya.
There was nothing bad about it. Anyone that trolls Tyson for that is a piece of work.
I'm glad you're home. Now, did you really miss me?
Hear that, Inspector Norse? Woo!
By the look in your
Is it Inspector Norse or is it Anita Ward?
really bad and relax while I put away the dishes. You and me can walk back.
Did you make it through a whole can in 1 hour?
I did. 1.1 standard drinks, so that's a very safe amount to be
I was
drinking.
going to say, you can drive home now. That's really responsible, mate.
I know. Not as reckless as I look.
I was going to say, Tyson O'Brien's really turned over a new leaf in the last 45 minutes.
Yes, I have.
It's good to see you, by the way,
It's a
man.
pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. So, do your neighbours hate you?
Well, my neighbours actually feature in the lyric of the opening theme song. And they've been really good. In fact, thank you so much, Ruth and Jordan. I really appreciate it.
On you, Ruthie.
They're just behind here. I gave them the link to the website yesterday because I realised I was sound checking yesterday. They would have been thinking, who the fuck is this guy? I was talking to myself, so I was doing you and me. I'm pretty sure I was talking about Pure Bay Seltzer.
What were my answers like? Better then or now?
You've come a long way since me yesterday being you.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad.
There's only one Tyson O'Brien.
And here we are in a garage, having fun, making the most of what we can do.
I was going to say something I admire about you is you always seem to be a man that makes the most of it, mate.
Well, you got it, don't you? Otherwise, you just cry to your pillow at night time.
which we do also.
And on that note,
Once more, we've had Tyson Generik O'Brien in the garage. Give him a round of applause, all of you people at home.
thanks for the applause, guys. It was really loud.
We could hear it all the way from Coburg 5 weeks ago.
And amazing time.
Remember, whatever you do, may you do it with passion. And may we all truly endeavour to be kind to each other, the world around us, and ourselves. I've been DJ Be Kind to Other People with Generik.
That's me.
Good night.
This literally reminds me of doing my show, except mine was in a fucking massive studio in Sydney.